And we start this hour with a Fox News alert. Hi, everyone. I'm Gretchen Carlson, and this is The Real Story. Brand new evidence, a smoking gun, really, proving the administration knew way back in July that the Obamacare website for small businesses would not be ready for the website launch October 1st, and decided on a delay in August, but kept it all a secret. The bombshell revelation includes this email from an official at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. I've escalated your concerns regarding the SHOP employee application not being completed until 10/15/13. And from the same email chain 11 days later, guys, this is absolutely urgent, and I need an answer on this today. If this is late, we have to publicly announce we are late with a deliverable, which means Marilyn Tavenner and the Secretary will have to announce. Well, here's reaction from House Energy and Commerce Chair Fred Upton. Quote, as the paper trail broadens, we see more and more evidence that the administration was fully aware its signature health care law was not ready for prime time. The president's top lieutenants repeatedly looked us in the eye, insisting that they were on track when they knew looming deadlines would be impossible to meet. End quote. So even though the concern started via email at least back in July, the official one-year delay announcement only came last week, the day before Thanksgiving. Nina Easton, a senior editor and Washington columnist at Fortune and a Fox News contributor, and my guest for a Friday. Great to see you, Nina.
Great to see you, Gretchen.
So what do you make of these bombshell-breaking revelations?
Well, these emails show a pattern that's been happening throughout the Obamacare. We can almost call it a scandal at this point. But basically, there was trouble. They knew there was trouble. And this isn't the first time. I mean, you go back to a consultant's report back last May, which said there were serious problems throughout the system, that there were delays, that there were tests being missed, that there were major contracts that hadn't been let out, and more to the point that there wasn't anyone really in charge. So this administration, the White House was so determined to go hell or high water to come out with this Obamacare on October 1st, regardless of these problems. It's something you wouldn't see in the private sector, frankly.
So as each new revelation comes out, let me ask you this. Does it make it a bigger problem for President Obama, or is he safe, so to speak, now? Because he came out, he said, look, we're gonna make these fixes, and I didn't know any of this.
They're still in the process of fixing. I mean, you know, the problems are so big and so multiple and cross so many parts of Obamacare that they're still having to fix it. So, first of all, the fixes go a long way. Secondly, you know, this is a case where the president and Democrats put their faith in big government, big agencies to come up with what was essentially a product, you know, releasing a major product, but essentially reinventing 1/7 of our nation's economy. And they put their faith in a government bureaucracy. And what's coming clear from all of these emails is things where the system was breaking down internally. There weren't controls. There weren't the right tests done. There wasn't somebody in charge.
But the big question is, who was in charge and what did the president know? In the meantime, CMS issued this statement now to Fox News about these new revelations. It reads in part, the emails in question are between a small group of individuals involved in a broader decision-making process, and they reflect one piece of many conversations. These emails do not reflect final decisions made by more senior CMS officials. So what does that say to you? I mean, obviously, they're trying to keep it away from the top of CMS and ultimately the administration.
I mean, when you release some emails, it is part of a larger conversation. That's fair enough. However, the facts are that they are delaying this small business exchange program. The facts are that there's so many problems still in the system that people are having trouble signing up. The facts are that people are losing, in the private marketplace, are losing their insurance because of Obamacare. The facts are that people who have, for example, a sick child and want to hold on to specialized medicine, their specialized doctors won't be able to under Obamacare. Those are the real big facts that affect people's lives.
Lots of facts there. I want to move on to this because folks on Capitol Hill now, Nina, getting a taste of their own Obamacare medicine. Turns out House members and their staff are having trouble signing up on the District of Columbia's website. So now they're asking for a delay, asking the government to extend their open enrollment. Do they deserve better treatment than the rest of us?
And keep in mind, there was this scandal early on about whether they should have to even go on the exchanges or be subject to the exchanges, and they tried to get a carve-out over that.
Right.
And it's interesting, too, the DC link was supposed to be one of the better programs, by the way, and if they're having trouble getting on that and asking for a delay in that, it shows you just, again, the systemic level of problems that are still in Obamacare,
wow.
even though the president keeps saying that things are close to being fixed.
Well, they want the delay till January 31st, or at least to extend it through then. We'll see if it happens. Nina, have a great weekend. Thanks so much.
You too. Thanks.
Well, we want to hear from you. Send us your thoughts on the electronic email trail on implementing Obamacare or the request to delay House staff health care sign-up times. Do you agree with that? Go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/Gretchen Carlson. You can weigh in there. We'll read your comments at the end of the show.